Hey, hey, hey! I hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. It's your favorite remote work enthusiast, Delilah. And you guys, you gotta stop and drop what you're doing. I have a night job and it's gonna pay well. And I already know that the majority of folks watching this qualify. So that means this thing is going to shut down fast, all right? And I know this company is good about shutting their leads down. So we're gonna get right on into it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, select all. I don't mean to rush, but I gotta get this out to you. And now that you've taken care of that business, we are ready to jump in. All right, you guys. So jumping on in here, today's hot lead comes from Calendly. And I just gotta let y'all know, I have mentally earmarked this company for offering later hours. This is probably like the third or fourth time over the last couple of years that I have found a night position on their website. Now, if you're not familiar with them, this is a calendar booking software. I've been using Calendly for years, okay? It makes it easy to do one-on-one. People just pick a time from your calendar, they pay whatever the price is set at, and then, it integrates with all your things. Now, if you're not familiar with them, check out their Glassdoor. And yes, I see they are on the border, okay? 2.8 stars. Now, I checked out their reviews because it's important to give reviews context. And what it looks like is it looks like people enjoy their peers, but management seems to be an issue with the engineering department. So you'll see like there's some engineers who are like, yeah, it's great. And then you'll see some engineers who are like, strange place, lost its way. A lot of these negative reviews are coming from software engineers. You're gonna be doing customer service. So yeah. All right, so jumping into this hot lead, this is a Sunday through Thursday, 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern work from home opportunity from Calendly. You are going to be in their customer support department as a customer support specialist. And they let us know down here what you can expect for the pay. So if you are in any of these locations, places that typically are left out, okay, you're in the tier 1 pay, which would be $19.62 to $26.55. Then they also tell you that there's a tier 2 and a tier 3 pay. Even though they give us the same pay, it's likely you're not going to be paid the same. So people in this tier might be making like the max. And then maybe in these other two tiers, you might come in at like 20, 22, but it's probably going to be less than the tier 1 pay. That's okay, all right? Because this is still great considering they don't need you to show up with a lot of experience. You just need to have 1 year in software as a service customer support. So if you've ever done anything supporting a company that has a software, okay, maybe you worked in the mortgage industry and like the company had their own proprietary software or something having to do with the company's own software that people were using, that would qualify you. And a lot of folks here have done tech support doing just that. And so you also need to be good with live chat and talking on the phone to customers. That's a major plus, but it looks like they're really looking for people who have that experience with, tech softwares and stuff. And then you just need to be a self-starter. You thrive in challenges and fast-paced environments, drive and ability to thrive in a metrics-focused role and team environment. You gotta have phenomenal written and verbal communication skills, understand time management skills, someone who works collaboratively with a passionate, customer-centric team, and authorized to work in the United States. So there's a lot of folks who are checking those things off, all right? Now, what are you gonna be doing? Well, this is a calendar software, okay? People are using it to, do their one-on-ones, to do coaching, that kind of thing. So you're going to be the first point of contact for users when they need help or have questions, providing solutions and creating the very best Calendly support experience. And you're going to help customers schedule more meetings. You're going to take a consultative approach to problem solving. You're going to have to be a Calendly product expert. You're going to have to patiently empathize with customers with every interaction, attend ticket audits and receive active feedback on a regular basis, document and advance customer and internal issues appropriately, and take ownership over the customer experience. So that's what you're doing here. Now, they also give us more details. It says that in order to best serve our customers globally and to support multiple time zones 7 days a week, this role has a consistent 5-day per week work schedule that will include one weekend day. So your shift is going to be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. And so if you like this lead, y'all, I need you to get your application in ASAP, okay? The apply section is at the bottom. Make sure that you give really good responses because you're going to be, on the phone and doing ticketing customer support. And I also have to point out, before I show you the template to use, I already know people are going to ask, Delilah, can you share some more night jobs like this? Anytime I see hours that are like this, okay, I will share them. But what y'all have to understand is night jobs from home, while they exist, they're fewer and farther between than the other jobs where typically it's like 9 to 5, 8 to 4 hours. So anytime you see something that is at night and that's what you're looking for, don't be so strict on what boxes it needs to check off. Because remember, even if you check off all your boxes, they still have to hire you. And the more boxes you need a company to check off before you're willing to apply, the less opportunity you have. It's going to take you 10 years to find you a job, okay, when you're being that strict about what all the job needs to include and the reviews and this, that, and the other. So anywho, get your application in, hit that apply button, and you already know we've got you covered with the remote resume builder software. I highly recommend using the tech support template. Y'all, when you use the software, you're starting off from a finished product. So when you use the tech support resume template, you're going to be starting off from something already filled out. So like this is, let's say this is the template. You go in the wizard, you switch out some info, you make it true to you, and then boom, you are ready to download and get your application in. And we also have the cover letters to go with these. So I would just pair it with the customer service cover letter template. Make sure if you have ever done anything at night, you customize it by mentioning that. Knowing that you can work those hours is a big deal because most people can't work night hours. And in fact, most people don't want to work night hours. It might seem like everyone over here wants to work at night, which is true, but we're interesting over here. Most folks aren't trying to work at night. It's difficult, all the circadian rhythm stuff. Okay, if you've ever supported a SaaS, you need to make sure you further customize it with that. If you've ever done live chat, if you've ever had to handle, ticketing communication and phone communication, those are the types of things that I'm talking about that you want to make sure you mention on the template. So a lot of that stuff is there, but you just got to add your razzle dazzle and make it true to you. And when you try out these ATS optimized templates, you not only know that you're putting your best foot forward, but you're also making it to where you look good for both the applicant tracking system and the human who will eventually read your resume. So try out for just $1 for 7 full days. We've got tons more templates than what's listed here. We've got a lot of templates and we're always adding new ones. So you can make as many resumes and cover letters as you want during that 7-day trial. And then after that, it is only $37 per month to make as many resumes and cover letters as you want. And most folks use the software during their entire job search because you're putting in lots of applications and you're never using the same resume twice. Okay, even if you're making just a little tweak here and there, you always have to customize for the job, even if you're applying to your 1000th tech support role. So get the software, make it easy on yourself to get applications in, put your best foot forward. You'll be glad that you did. Next up on the resources list is Extra Leads Club. If you want us to do the job search for you, like if you love the leads that I share on my channel, you'll love the leads in Extra Leads Club. We add about 3 dozen every single weekday. Okay, Monday through Friday, bright and early, we add these leads to the Extra Leads Club app, and you can just log in, scroll through, see what you want, and apply. We have all the information at a glance, including the links. So what that could look like is if you already have a job and you got kids and you have a busy life, you need you a job, but rut-row, you don't have time to look for jobs. Let us do the job hunting for you. And so if you can just carve out an hour to put in applications, you'll already have a bunch of jobs that are waiting for you to apply to. So it saves you time so that you can get the big result, which is work from home land. Okay, that's where we want to be. So try it out for $1. It is only $10 a month. Okay, so for a few cents a day, you can have hundreds of handpicked verified leads delivered to you. Everybody listening should join Extra Leads Club. You'll be so glad that you did. Next up on the resources list is my website, remoteworklife.co. We have a free resource called the Mega List of Jobs. Every time I share a new to this channel company, I add them here. So if maybe you ran into Calendly and you're like, has Delilah ever talked about Calendly? You can search it and you can see, boom, yeah, I have, okay? And if you're like, I like tech support, I want more tech support jobs, we tag these companies with what they offer. So you could type in tech support, or you could just leave it at tech, and you can see we have 45 companies that will hire you to do something technical from home. So this is a free resource. Bookmark this page, come here every time you're looking for a job, and you can go directly to the company's careers page and apply safely and securely. And last but certainly not least, check out my Amazon storefront for all of your work from home equipment needs. Amazon is really the go-to. Like, I always think about Best Buy and BrandSmart. That's something we have here in Atlanta. But Amazon, they have packages for the low. So if you want the whole hookup, $125, it'll get you the whole hookup, okay? So check out my Amazon storefront, the mega list of jobs for more work from home opportunities. Join Extra Leads Club and have us do the job hunting for you, and get your application using the remote resume builder software. You can use the tech support template for just $1. So thank you guys so much for watching. I truly hope this has been helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.